G'day, today I'm going to share with you why I quit Goodreads and why perhaps you should too. For those of you that are new here, my name's Tim. I'm a writer, I'm a reader, I'm a creator, and today I want to share with you why I decided to leave Goodreads for good. But first of all, I'll back up. I was using Goodreads pretty religiously from 2015 right through to 2022 when I walked away and stopped using Goodreads. But for the longest time, I couldn't pull the trigger and delete my Goodreads account. Today, that changed. Today, I quit, deleted it, and I want to share why I did that. First and foremost, the UI interface product itself hasn't improved since Amazon bought it in 2013. It is no better than when it officially started. And you can go back and look, and it looks like a 2008 website because it is a 2008 website. Nothing has changed, nothing has improved, and if anything, it feels like it's going backwards. My second reason is this is the year that I'm trying to leave behind the billionaires. I am done supporting crap that I don't believe in. I'm done supporting people that do not have the users, the individual's best interests at heart and only want to cash in on something that they have the ability to cash in on. Goodreads being quote unquote bought by Amazon in 2013 equates to that. Not to mention that Amazon has doubled down and decided not to improve the Goodreads experience, even though that their whole reason for buying it was the tie-in that they had with the entire book market. I am going back to supporting independent, I'm going back to supporting local, and that means getting rid of something as big as Goodreads. And the third reason, I'm going through and auditing some of the things that I have done forever out of ease and use and convenience. Spotify, I'm looking at you next and seeing if I can readdress those kinds of things and finding alternatives. What comes with this is a level of growing pains. The problem with leaving Goodreads is that they have an entire market cornered from simply being around for long enough. There are now alternatives, but if you went back to 2013, there wasn't a lot, and there wasn't any good ones. Goodreads had cornered a market of people that are simply too lazy to change. It's the same reason we don't change banks even though the previous bank isn't serving us. We've just been with them long enough that it would be inconvenient to have to change across all of our debit streams to a new bank. But on the other end, if you do eventually change, it is worth it in the long run. But that growing gap, chasm in between, feels like you're in this in-between that isn't very pleasant. There is a fundamental community that rates, reviews, comments, and shares on books and our love of reading. The highest rated book with the most ratings is 4.4 with 2.7 million ratings, and it's The Book Thief by Mark Zuzak. He's an Australian author, and I've got to imagine that being rated that highly on Goodreads is incredibly important to the success of a book that's come out in the mid-2000s and going forward in the next 2 decades. And so I say that to say that Goodreads has a place, but it's only because the next thing hasn't taken over with the masses of people. When I swapped over, I had a hard time leaving Goodreads behind for good. I had friends on there that I would chat with. I followed people that I enjoyed their book recommendations and watching their ratings. The community is next to no other platform I've found as of yet. And I've decided that's okay. I have made that decision, that it's all right. I hope to be an author one day, and I am putting in the work to try achieve that. But in the process of that, it makes me wonder if I should keep Goodreads. And that was my hesitation. But the truth is, if a book's going to be successful, it's going to be successful, regardless if Goodreads is at the forefront of that or not. I think that is a dated way of thinking. Even though there is value, Goodreads isn't the only place you can achieve that value. And look, I'm not going to shit on Goodreads any more than I just have. I've given you some compelling reasons for why you might consider another option. But Goodreads is dated. It has a great community, yes, but statistics are poor. The ability to improve your user experience is never going to be there because they're never going to invest money. So at a certain point in time, it will kind of like just trickle out, and they will struggle to, one, bring in new users, but two, keep their remaining users. And three, I think I'm just done supporting capitalism. It's a great product as well. It has the ability to add any book. It has statistics. It's got moods that you read in. It's got genres. It's got information. It's kind of like a Garmin, but for reading when it comes to statistics. And it's incredibly motivating, and it's cool that it kind of gives you these monthly wrap-ups whenever you would like them. And there's a free version that's fantastic, and the paid version is an upgrade onto that free version. I just really like it as a product. I've been using it for 4 years, and I think she does a fantastic job. I also follow her on Threads, and I am really impressed watching her take on the feedback, commenting on that feedback, and giving timelines to people on when those features might be possible. She works incredibly hard to put this together, to make it work with her team. I'm not even sure if she has a team, but I just know that she pulls all-nighters and she works really hard to improve the user experience of this app. That's what I use. The only thing that I find that it really lacks is that community and that connection of dozens of people rating books and commenting and having that kind of thing. I haven't found that there, but I've kind of found that externally, particularly on Instagram, particularly on TikTok, YouTube, all those other platforms. And that's enough for me, and that's good enough for me. So I'm kind of stoked that that exists. Another alternative that I know is incredibly popular is Fable. I haven't tried it out. I haven't checked it out. Maybe I will in another video. I'm logging it so I can go back and see, what was I reading at that point in my life? I'm logging it because I find it fascinating. I'm logging it because it keeps me in this daily habit. And unfortunately, I'm a nerdy person that likes stats and statistics, and it gives me ideas. But yeah, I think I made this video more so as a way to de-influence you from a particular big conglomerate brand that you all know the name of, and steer you towards something that's more sustainable for our future, better for the individuals within the book community, and will change the way that you interact with your books. Because if I'm being honest, I feel a little bit lighter since deleting my Goodreads account, and that may be a sign. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I would like to hear what you think down below in the comments. Enjoy your week, take care, and I will see you back here next week.